Hey you guys, I got new designs on the Teespring store. As you can see right there, we got some retro gaming t-shirts. You guys are really gonna love those. We also got the I Am Essential t-shirt for women and many more designs, and they're all affordable. Check the links in the description below and you can get you one too. Let's get into the video, shall we? Hey, what's up you guys? This is Giorgio, your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, and I'm doing my Sonic the Hedgehog review, and this is part 1, and I'm doing it from the movie theater, and I had to show you guys the little poster in the background. Man, this movie was super duperly awesome, and I had a really fun blast going to see it. One of the true highlights. Okay, you guys, I'm back for part 2 of my Sonic the Hedgehog movie review. I tried to do the review at the movie theater, but people were walking by and everything, so I could only get so much footage from at that location. Wouldn't it have been cool though if I would have got the full review at that movie theater? But it had the movie poster in some kind of weird position, like it wasn't out there with all the other posters and stuff. It was out there with this little area where you can sit down and stuff. And I was like, why would they put the Sonic the Hedgehog movie poster in that area, in that position? And it must have been some Birds of Prey fans who probably put it there. They probably work for the theater, and they probably said, you know what, we don't want this movie to do well, so we're gonna put it in an area where nobody can really catch it, So yeah, but nonetheless, this movie, Sonic the Hedgehog, it was just beautiful, and not just because I'm a Sega fan or a Sonic the Hedgehog fan, but knowing that they pay a lot of attention to detail, going through the old history of the games and stuff. And basically, you guys, I'm gonna try to keep this review as spoiler free as possible. I'm mainly gonna be going off of like my knowledge of the video games and how the movie kind of related some of that information in there for people who are not too familiar with Sonic the Hedgehog, because there are a lot of people who don't know much about Sonic the Hedgehog and everything like that. So this movie is good for them. It's good for people who don't know much about Sonic the Hedgehog, where they can get to know the character better. It's also for Sonic fans, and also the fact that they listened to all feedback and implemented that into the movie, that makes it even more better in my honest opinion. And I'm very, very blessed to be able to be alive to go and check out such an amazing film. And basically, you guys, this movie is basically the origin story of Sonic the Hedgehog. How he came up as a little hedgehog and everything. And believe it or not, like, they didn't show his family. Like, they didn't show his mom or his brother and sisters or anything. I think this is like, Paramount's version of the origin story of Sonic the Hedgehog, and that's totally fine, because they definitely they did have some bits from like the video games and stuff, and I love that they included mainly some of the music from the first Sonic video game. Like this, this is kind of like based off like Sonic 1, the first Sonic game, so because they had a lot of elements from that game in this movie, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it, and it made it really, really fun. And Jim Carrey, wow, like if any of you grew up watching Jim Carrey movies from the 90s, you know how talented this guy is. Jim Carrey always knocks it out of the park, and he did so in this particular movie. And I couldn't be more happier, more pleased in what he gave us in this movie. Jim Carrey was in his elements. And you guys, like I was saying, this was classic vintage, Jim Carrey. This is what made me a fan of his, In my opinion, he's probably the most funniest comedic type actor ever, in my honest opinion. You can put Jim Carrey in anything and he knocks it out of the park. And in this movie, he did that. As Dr. Robotnik, he played that role to perfection. And honestly, you guys, that's worth going to see this movie alone. And like I said, it's like Paramount, they really care about the Sonic fans. They really value our opinions. And that's why we got us a good movie. And that's why the movie is as fun to watch as it was, And when I saw when it first came out, I swear I got a little emotional when I saw it, because it was just like, man, dude, this is crazy, because it don't always happen, because most video game movies have not turned out the best. Most video game movies have not turned out the best, and I don't even want to go into the really bad ones, because I don't want to ruin the vibe of this review and of this day. And you guys, even if you aren't a fan of the Sonic the Hedgehog games, go see this movie for the nostalgia. The fact that, for those of you who grew up playing games in the 90s and stuff, and the fact that, they put so much love and passion into this film. That is why we should go and support it. That's why I went out and supported. And here, as you can see right here, I still got my ticket, and I'm going to keep this for, see, yeah, you probably can't see it all the way good, but nonetheless, yeah, that's my ticket, as I showed you at the beginning, and I'm gonna hold on to this for as long as I can. I might get it eliminated, with the seal thing on it or whatever, so that way nothing happens to it, and like I said, this movie is based on the first Sonic game. It has a lot of the key elements from there, and of course with Paramount's Pictures' own creativity, which makes it just a big ball of fun. And I saw a lot of parents with their little kids. It was a few people there, because I like to go to the movie theaters when it's not so crowded, so I can really enjoy the movie like I want to enjoy it. And the few people that were there were just parents with their kids, and the way the kids reacted to this movie was just beautiful to see. And we need more of this. We need more love and passion shown in our movies, especially for our favorite video game franchises, for our favorite anime franchises. And with Sonic the Hedgehog, if it, with it doing well, and I hope that it does really well, I hope that this will be the start to something better in Hollywood, and you all are really gonna love what happens at the end credits. Definitely stay for the end credits. They don't make you wait that long for that part. You're gonna thank me for what you see at the end of that, for sure. The amount of detail that they put into Sonic and everything, that was just crazy. And you know what? He has black friends in this movie. That's crazy. Because the main character, the man, the white dude or whatever, who's like a police officer, he has a black wife. And then it's like, that's crazy, man. And I love the mixture of different cultures in films, and none of that forced identity politics stuff and all of that. I just love genuine connections with different races in films, and Sonic the Hedgehog is how you do it, for sure. And so my final rating for this movie is, I say it's a must-see. For all the reasons that I mentioned, and it's definitely a must-see. I'm not even going to give this a number rating. It's a must-see, and you will thank me for it, trust me. Get you some snacks, get you some popcorn, whatever you need, and make it happen. But anyways, you guys, that's my review for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I hope you all have a blessed one, and I will catch you in the comment section below. Make sure you share this video. Peace.